Good morning. I'm going to have a look at acquiring data for a pivot calibration using SciKit-SurgeryBARD. So I have here a homemade pointer using a mobile phone with a metal skewer, gaffer tape to the back. So the pointer tip is the end here, and that's what we want to localize things with. And we're tracking it with these 6 Ruco tags displayed on the mobile phone screen. What we need to do to work out where the end of the pointer is here is to place the pointer in a static point relative to the camera that we're looking through, because that's what we're tracking with. I've got a nice old mouse pad here that just has a little bit of give so I can place a hole in it. I've put a hole right in the echidna's eye. It's a nice landmark. We can pivot the phone around that landmark, and as we do so with BARD, we can press D when we're happy with a particular pose, over here say, and that will collect. If you look to the right of the screen, you'll see we've just collected a time-stamped tracking matrix for that pointer position. We can pivot the phone around in what we're looking to do for a nice pivot calibration is collect a data in a sort of a cone coming up from this point. As wide an angle as possible. With this tracking system, we can manage about 90-degree cone possibly. We just have to play it by ear and observe when the tracking stops. So over here, still tracking. We've stopped tracking now. The balls aren't moving. We can get right out to there. If you're doing as good a pivot calibration as you can, you might be wanting to get, say, 100 frames of data. Because we want to keep this video reasonably short, we'll stick with anything more than 20. That's the basic process, moving around, pressing D. What you don't want to do is get too many samples from one particular point, so it's tempting to just stick it over here and keep pressing D. But that's going to end up with a biased pivot calibration. You want to get a nice spread. Maybe think about what sort of protocols you can enforce while you're doing this. One other thing to watch with BARD is if tracking stops. So let's try this. Turn the phone around. Observe that the 6 spheres are still there. They're not moving. I'm moving the phone. If I press D now, BARD will dump out the matrix for those points where it last saw the phone, which will clearly be inaccurate. It's going to ruin your calibration. That's it. Keep going with that. Collect as many data points as you feel able. Save the data, and then next tutorial will be running BARD pivot calibration to actually optimize and find where the tip of the pointer is. Lovely. Thank you for watching.